Hey everyone, and welcome back to another wine crypto movie. Big news was shared at the biggest Bitcoin event, which could mean everything for people who own XRP. People who own XRP should watch this movie all the way through because of what it says. You will not believe what I'm about to say. I'm going to talk about rules that could let trillions of dollars flow right into our ecosystem. This does have an impact on XRP. It's important for everyone to pay attention because Bitcoin 2025 changed everything. At the meeting, Bitcoin wasn't talked about much. Everyone was crazy about safe coins. Now, let me tell you why this is very important news for people who used to hold RP. Check this out. Cnbc said that stable coins were this year's biggest Bitcoin event. But now things get really interesting. JD Vance just said that safe coins will make the US economy stronger, and he fully supports the Genius Act to make sure they are controlled properly. This isn't just about politics. The financial order of the whole world needs to change. And get this, the SEC is finally giving up on their strict rules. Banks and traders no longer need to be afraid to play the stablecoin game. This is what interested me the most. Standard banks don't help half of the people in the world enough, according to the CEO of Tether. Stablecoins are the way to reach those people. The question of business is not a small one. There are many people took part. Some of you in the comments were worried that fixed coins would make XRP useless. I'm going to turn that off now. That's not the right way to think. Because of these things, this is great news for XRP. The US dollar will remain the most important currency in the world for many years to come, according to Bo Hines. He says that adding stable coins to the US banking system could get the rest of the world to buy trillions of dollars worth of US debt. However, this is all dependent on the Genius Act being passed, which is the first law that gives stablecoin issuers a full set of rules to follow. KFI Loomis just told the Bitcoin 2025 crowd that this bill will be voted on after weeks of talks with Democrats. Monday, I pay attention to what she said. The Genius Act changes how we deal with digital money and keeps the institutions that have served our country for decades safe. The future is digital things. The U.S. needs to stay at the top of the list. It's a sad truth that our payment method is out of date. A lot of the rules that control our money come from the 170S and 1800S before the internet changed how we live and work. For example, it can take up to 10 days and cost between 2 and 5% for a small business owner in Cheyenne to use the old-fashioned postal service to send money to a seller overseas, and American companies are being hurt badly by this. It's not just a bother. All of that, but things have changed with digital goods. Every day of the year, stable coins let you do the same things faster and for less money. Is it possible that this will happen again next week? Things might be different on Monday. We're not sure, but things are moving quickly forward. I can't believe that the people who make stable coins are now buying a lot of US bonds. Tether is one of the biggest buyers in the world. This isn't just about crypto. It's about the country's business plan. But let's talk about what the big banks plan to do. All three of these banks want to make their own safe coins. These big players don't bother me too much because they use closed loop ways on private blockchain networks all the time. These places are safer and give banks more power, but they are also walled off and not very useful. I think small companies like Ripple will do better than the big banks in this area. Why trust one easy thing? While banks try to protect their old way, companies that make stablecoins have been around longer and know the market better. Head of Teeter talked about how to help people who don't have bank accounts. This is where the real chance is. We expect the government to help us in a way that will make sure safe coins work better in the future. Not only does it help crypto, but it also makes the US stronger around the world. But just think about this for a second. 1.1% of all the US dollars in coins in use have already been changed into safe coin chain. This is where world money starts to flow. This is where trillions of dollars are opened. This is the most important thing everyone needs to know. If the amount and use of coins stay the same, these networks will grow by a huge amount. These networks will go up in value, and tokens like XRP, which runs the XRPL, will become very valuable. Without a doubt, we shouldn't be worried that safe coins will replace XRP. In fact, the opposite is true. When safe coins are used, the network and its gas token directly back them up. More people want to buy XRP because safe coins are being used more. I have something to show you that will get you really excited about RLUSD and XRP's role in this change. Ripple just talked about how RLUSD is helping the $316 trillion, 0 cents business of cross-border payments grow. People think this market will be worth $50 trillion, 0 cents in 10 years. The payments market is worth $156 trillion, 0 cents right now. And by 2027, it's going to be worth more than $250 trillion, 0 cents. It's a big company that wants to shift things around. This is a very smart plan by Ripple. The people behind XRP and RLUSD want to completely change how people move money across borders by getting rid of all the middlemen in the Onastrova system. They are building brand new payment rails that are based on the blockchain. There is a huge amount of money that could run through the XRP system. It won't happen right away, but it can happen. Now comes the best part. Just now, the star in crypto at the White House said that the stablecoin bill will let the US government borrow trillions of dollars. This frees up trillions of dollars that are then put back into crypto. But why? Because this money lets the White House use crypto funds for important things. Ripple is a US-based company that has met with the government several times, so I'm sure XRP will play a big part in that plan. Also, I have a secret trick that no one else seems to be using, and I don't understand why. If you join the BTCC exchange through the link I put in the description, you'll get a 10% bonus on your first payment. Follow me here. Okay, this is the important part. If you move money from one exchange to another with your brand new BTCC account, you get more trade money than you already had. Like, you might get an extra 10%. If you move or pay 100,000, you get 10,000 for free. I'm not kidding. No one else seems to be doing this, and it bothers me a lot. It looks like people are either too lazy or don't like free stuff. I mean, I can't really tell you why. You have to figure it out for yourself. Let's watch the show again. I want to tell you something strong that Kenneth Loomis said not long ago that makes this point very clear. Check this out. It can take up to 10 days and cost between 2% and 5% for a small business in Wyoming to send money abroad the old-fashioned way. That's not just a bother. Businesses in the US are in a huge issue because of it. However, stablecoins can always do the same thing quickly and for a lot less money. It has taken Ripple and XRP a long time to get to this point. Trillions of dollars that need to be paid out are stuck in national banks.